What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and this is I want to break down what's going on with the overall market, what you should be watching for as time progresses. I'm also going to break down some very important levels on Tesla, SPY, and a couple more tickers. But before I bring you all this information, before I talk about what's going on with the markets thus far, let me just mention a couple of things. Firstly, I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. So, anyways, I want to talk about the market. Right now, SPY is kind of shuffling around the 475 area, not really doing a whole lot. This isn't really like the best of days to be trading. It's not an absolutely awesome day. It's been kind of stuck so far, very, very tight. So with that being said, I mean, I'm actually kind of like done trading for the day, at least for me personally, but I will continue to make these videos throughout the day. SPY is kind of stuck right now, shuffling around the 475 area. It might just continue to do so. But just know that overall for the day, the bulls have had a slight edge. You guys can see this on the 30 minutes time frame. The volume was like it started off quite decently, but now it's slowing down. We might just get low volume throughout the day and just see lots of intraday range bound price action, which is completely okay. Now, on the 5 minute time frame, I'm going to call out some supports. So, first off, we have resistance at 475, and then we have that 475.38 area next as a target if we manage to continue to break our highs, right? And then for support, you're going to be watching this range between 474.8 and 474.7. That's where our 20 EMA happens to be. Below that, we have 474.4. That's where our 0.618 Fibonacci retracement happens to be, not to mention our 50 EMA. So we have two supports right over there. We're kind of turning a little bit, but it's not that bad. Overall, we're still kind of shuffling around 474. I just want to mention that this is the pattern on SPY. Whoops, sorry, guys. Basically, we have this very, very nice uptrend. Every time we hit the support right here, we're seeing this thing just bouncing and just getting bought up. And the last time we hit it this morning, the buyers came in, they're defending once again. So if you want to turn bearish on SPY, just hypothetically, guys, hypothetically, okay, you want to see this thing lose this support right here. You want to see this support right here break. You need to lose this trend line. If we lose it, that's when we're going to see a break like this. And then we have this gap to fill. We're going to likely see a very nice trade here if we do end up getting that break to the downside. And even if we do break, it doesn't mean we have to crash. We could just see a little pullback before it tries to get bought back again. But that's like the bearish case. You want to see this lose this support. It hasn't done that thus far. What it's doing right now is it's holding support. It's continuing to hold right here. And now it's trying to just uptrend overall again. So it's still favoring the bulls a bit more. And that's what our pattern is still suggesting. It hasn't broken down yet. All right, so watch the levels I called out. We're still shuffling around 474. What about Tesla? What is Tesla doing? Tesla held up very nicely, hitting 257 as resistance, kind of rejecting. Now we have 256, and then we have a bunch of supports below that. We have 255.5, 254.8, and 254 intraday as support. The 200 EMA is at 254 on the 5 minutes time frame. Watch all of these supports. Tesla's still holding up decently. The reason why Tesla's doing well is because we got some very, very strong Chinese numbers again, and Tesla's on track to breaking their all-time high record for yearly deliveries. But I do see an issue with Tesla. I'm going to be honest with everyone. Look at this trend right here. Okay. Notice how Tesla has very strong support at this 247 range to 250. Every time we touched this, we bounced, came close to it here, we bounced here, we bounced here, came close, we bounced. We're holding that range as support. We have support here. Then we have our resistance between 258. It's very close to 258 to 260. We've been stuck basically back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in the range. Hasn't really broken this yet. So I want to see Tesla try to break, hold and close above 260, close above this yellow trend line. And there's going to be a good chance of some more upside. And as long as we fail to break and hold at least 258, we're going to be stuck in our range. And that's all Tesla's doing, range bound price action, back and forth and back and forth. Now, on an intraday basis, Tesla is starting to slow down just a little bit, which is okay, completely fine. The market may not be like the best today. We might just see a lot of sideways price action. It is the day after Christmas. This is basically nothing out of the ordinary for now. Could the market push more maybe like tomorrow, later on? Yes, it can. But for now, we're kind of slowing down a bit. So watch this test of the 20 EMA. Make sure you watch these supports on Tesla. 254 is going to be a key level. We have all these supports right here. If we lose that, our next target is going to be 252, by the way. So just be a little careful with Tesla. But for now, it is slowing down just a bit. But we're about to test these EMAs, so it should try to hold up, at least for the most part. Looking at NEO, it's making a big move. It's up 9% after NEO Day. I will talk about that in another video. Apple's looking kind of weak right now. It's at 193. It's actually, I mean, it's not that bad. I've seen worse, of course, but it's only down like 0.18%. So I'm going to be watching 193. Let me actually show the levels on TradingView because it's actually a little bit easier to see. On Aapl, I was saying that the overall trend on Aapl is bearish so far. We need to see a break for us to change our views. So this is what I was talking about on I think it was Sunday. Basically, we have this downtrend on Aapl. See how it's downtrending like this? If you wanted to turn bullish, you need to see this thing break to the upside. You need to break this channel. So far, Aapl failed to do so. It hasn't broken the channel thus far. The bearish case, this rejection is what's panning out. But some buyers are defending this 193 area. So now Aapl has some support at 193. There's going to be resistance at 193.5, so it's very tight. Then we also have this trend line around like just under 194 as another resistance. And then we have 194.4. So there's some levels to watch for. 194.4 is resistance. 195 is resistance. 194 flats is resistance. 193.5 is resistance. And then support at 193, 192.5, and 192. So far, Aapl is very tight. It's not really doing a whole lot. So kind of a boring day. But just know that it's technically on a downtrend. We haven't officially broken out of this. It's going to try to break one of these days. But for now, it's downtrending. It's still kind of stuck in this range intraday. So we'll be watching to see how it goes. For Nvda stock, it's looking quite decent. One of the things I said was that if you want to turn bullish on Nvda, you need to see this thing break back into this channel. As you can see, it broke back into its channel, came back to about 496 and rejected. Now it's just barely holding this support right over here. So it made its way back into its channel, which is a very, very good sign for Nvda. But we'll see if this holds, at least for the time being. It's still holding up decently. I want to see if we could close in this channel or not. But as far as the technical levels go, we have support right now. Well, I'm seeing support at 491-ish, like around there, 491 to 492. 492 is aligning with this trend line, but then we have 491, then we have 490 below that, and 488 as support. For resistance on Nvda, don't forget to watch 495, then we have 498 above that. We're kind of stuck right now, going back and forth and back and forth. Wouldn't be surprised if we're just stuck throughout the day. So that's all I'm seeing for Nvda, nothing too crazy. And finally, for the QQQ, just like SPY, this thing is just kind of stuck in its little channel. It has resistance at this 410 zone, 410 to 410.4, kind of stuck up there. For support, make sure you watch the trend line at 409. If we lose that, there's 408, then 408 is going to come next. Then we have this 407 zone. Then we have 405 below that. 405.71 specifically is a very important level for it. Lots of price action, lots of volatility there. But for now, we're just stuck in this channel. So we're going to be watching. And let me just remind you all that so far we're just kind of like holding this trend line, uptrending slowly. That's all it's doing so far. If you want to turn to a bear, you need to see confirmation of a break of this line here. Where I'm pointing at this line, we need to basically see this thing reject and break down like this. We need to lose our trend line of support and lose 408, and that's when we're going to turn a bit more bearish. Okay, so far, has it done that? The answer is no. We're still favoring the bulls technically. We're still on an uptrend on the QQQ. But watch and see if we hold these supports. For now, we're kind of stuck just under like the 410 area. Very, very boring price action for now, I would say. So just be patient, do what you have to do, guys, and hopefully this video was helpful. As far as the economic calendar goes, I forgot to mention this. I haven't really seen anything too crazy. I mean, we just have the bill auctions coming out for the remainder of the day, the 3-month and the 6-month bill auctions. Then we have the 2-year notes auction, and that's pretty much it. Nothing else too crazy. Very boring day. So with that being said, thank you all so much for listening. Hopefully Power Hour is more fun. And I'll see you guys later on today. Just talk about how things are going. Please take care, guys. Enjoy Boxing Day if you are around the world. I know a lot of people watch different boxing events, or they like to just celebrate Boxing Day. Hopefully you guys have a great day. So take care, and I'll see you guys very soon on the next one. Thank you, and peace out.